Anxiety starts the moment you wake up. Before you even open your eyes, your mind begins running. Deadlines, bills, messages, expectations, a constant flood of imagined futures that demand your energy before the day has even begun. But over 2,000 years ago, the Stoics designed a simple, powerful morning routine to crush this pattern. It's not about cold showers, green juice, or dopamine hacks. It's about clarity, strength, purpose. This is the Stoic morning routine that destroys anxiety before it ever gets the chance to grow. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, which later became the famous Meditations, a message to himself. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say, check your messages. He didn't say, worry about yesterday's failures. He didn't say, rehearse 1,000 ways today might go wrong. He said, think. Think about the miracle of existence. Start your day by remembering that simply waking up is enough to give thanks. You are alive. You have a chance. This moment is yours. The first rule of the Stoic morning routine: wake intentionally. Don't grab your phone, don't scroll, don't react. Sit up. Place your feet on the floor. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel the present. No future, no past, just this. Anxiety feeds on speed. Stoicism begins with stillness. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher and statesman, practiced something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Each morning, he would imagine everything that might go wrong. Not as a pessimist, as a warrior preparing his armor. In one letter, Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." Think about that. What if, instead of being ambushed by stress, you calmly expected it? The Stoic morning routine includes a mental scan of the day ahead. Who might frustrate you? What might delay you? Where might you fail? Say it out loud. Today I may encounter rudeness, delays, disrespect, exhaustion, failure, and I am ready. You're not inviting suffering, you're disarming it. Premeditation shrinks anxiety. It reminds you that you are in control of your response, no matter the chaos around you. We live in a world that thrives on distraction. Social feeds, breaking news, notifications, an endless buffet of other people's agendas. But the Stoics began each morning by clarifying one thing: their duty. Epictetus put it simply: first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Your day is not for aimless wandering, it is for purpose. So take a moment in the quiet of the morning to ask, what is essential today? What must I do to become who I want to be? What action aligns with my values, not just my to-do list? Write it down. Not 10 things, not 20, just 3. 3 acts of responsibility, 3 pieces of progress, 3 ways to live with virtue. This is your compass. Let the noise pass by. You have a direction. And that kills anxiety at the root by turning fear into focused action. At the core of Stoicism is one golden principle. You do not control external events. You only control your mind. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. In the modern world, we confuse control with anxiety. We think if we worry hard enough, we'll bend life to our will. But the Stoics knew better. Control is not about the world, it's about your response to the world. Each morning, recite this to yourself. I may not control what happens today, but I will control how I respond. I will meet frustration with patience. I will meet disrespect with dignity. I will meet chaos with calm. And I will act with wisdom, no matter the outcome. That is your armor. That is your shield. And with it, anxiety becomes powerless. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, not the natural world as in trees and rivers, but human nature, reason, virtue, community. Anxiety grows when we live for the ego, when we chase status, validation, control. But peace comes when we align with our nature, to be rational, kind, honest, and brave. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Why? Because improvement is not for show, it's not to impress, it's to live rightly. As part of your morning, remind yourself, I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to win every argument. I don't need to be perfect. I only need to live today in harmony with my higher self. My role is not to be liked. My role is to be just, disciplined, wise, and courageous. That reminder can erase a mountain of self-imposed anxiety. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations to impress anyone. He wrote them as morning reminders to himself, affirmations for the soul. Each morning, the Stoics would read, not to be entertained, but to be fortified. Whether it was lines from Zeno, quotes from Cleanthes, or sayings from Socrates, they filled their mind with strength. Make this part of your morning. 5 minutes, one passage, one reflection. Choose a Stoic quote and ask, how will I live this today? For example, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. What obstacle will I turn into a path today? We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. What fear today is just a fantasy. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. How can I meet today with clarity, not clutter? This 5-minute practice feeds your mind with clarity. It's your intellectual breakfast, and anxiety hates it. There's a moment every morning when the body resists. The bed is warm, the air is cold, the mind whispers, just a little longer. But Marcus Aurelius, even as Emperor of Rome, refused that comfort. He wrote, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. He didn't mean productivity for its own sake. He meant duty, discipline, movement. Don't overthink. Get up, stretch, walk. Move your body as a signal to your mind. We are not slaves to mood. We act with purpose. It could be 5 push-ups, a short walk, a glass of water, a deep breath by the window. It's not about fitness. It's about momentum. A Stoic morning begins in action, not excuse. This might sound morbid, but the Stoics greeted each morning with a meditation on mortality. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. Why? To make life precious. Seneca wrote, let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. Imagine you won't see tomorrow. Suddenly, today becomes sacred. So take a moment to whisper thanks. For breath, for strength, for the people you love, for one more sunrise. This is not to fear death, but to love life fully. To realize anxiety is a thief of the present, and the present is all we have. The Stoics didn't wake up as superhumans. They woke up as we do, distracted, tired, anxious. But each morning they chose. Not perfection, not control, not certainty. They chose clarity, intention, courage, duty. So remember, don't react, reflect, don't wish, prepare, don't fear, act. This is the Stoic morning routine, a quiet rebellion against anxiety, a ritual of power, presence, and peace. And it begins, not someday, but tomorrow morning. So, what will you choose? Subscribe to Stoic Resilience Chronicles for more scripts, lessons, and routines grounded in ancient wisdom and built for modern strength. Leave a comment. My day begins with reason. If you made it this far, let the community know you're serious about mastering your mind. Until next time, remember, The obstacle is the way.